children of all ages, welcome to our sports show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, Impact Wrestling in New Japan presents Multiverse United 2, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Last night on Fight TV, these two promotions went into the combination, their second combo. What's really cool is we've seen in the last couple of years Impact work with AEW. We've seen Forbidden Door, New Japan, and AEW work together twice now. I really love independent wrestling, especially in 2023, where you have these formerly Forbidden Doors that have opened up for the Multiverse United, for Forbidden Doors. You see the talent going back and forth. It's really refreshing in the pro wrestling business to see all this. Alright, so we had two pre-show matches. Countdown matches. They're pre-show on WWE, they're buy-ins, they're countdowns. So two countdown matches here. First match was a six-man tag. We had representing Impact Wrestling, we had Heath, Hendry, and Uemura. Uemura actually is a New Japan talent and has been doing his excursion in Impact Wrestling. Sonata did that back in the day. Okada did that back in the day. Some of the talent will also go do excursions in Red Pro, and also they'll do excursion in CMLL. So they get a diverse, the European style, the Lucha Libre style, and then the American style. They went up against Rocky Romero and then 6 or 9, which is Master Wato and Taguchi. Heath, Hendry, and Uemura got the victory on this one. It was an okay match. It was your typical countdown match. 2 3/4 star, just a little bit of action to get you kind of pumped up for the big show. And then the second countdown match was the Impact Digital Media title on the line. Champion Kenny King, K-I-N-G, going up against Kanemaru, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Kanemaru, part of Just 5 Guys in New Japan, one of the big factions over there. Normally a tag guy with El Desperado. Sometimes with one-on-ones. He's been in Super Juniors multiple times. This was one of those matches that you kind of knew the outcome when it started, because we already know Kenny King has a match against Johnny Swinger at Emergence. But then you kind of like, maybe they changed that kind of deal. Kanemaru is known for drinking his whiskey and spitting in your face. You kind of had him do that, but when he spit it, he missed Kenny King. But then you also had King kind of like, is he going to lose? Okay, he's not going to lose. Is it, short match, a little less than 7 minutes long. But Kenny King ended up retaining his Impact Digital Media Championship. So we know he's going to go in the Emergence and face Johnny Swinger. And I give this match 2 3/4 as well. Again, just one of those nice little countdown match to get you pumped up. We started off hot. We started off with a scramble match. It was a X Division / Junior Heavyweight scramble match. So we had Chris Sabin, Frankie Kazarian, Kevin Knight, Rich Swann representing Impact Wrestling. We had BUSHI, El Desperado, Mao, Yo, and Kevin Knight representing Impact Wrestling. It was just, New Japan. It was just this good little scramble match. One of these light heavyweights in there, which is kind of the Lucha Libre style, the X Division style, the Cruiserweight style from WCW that I grew up watching. And that's what kind of brought me into pro wrestling, was that style. Watching the Eddie Guerreros, the Chris Benoits, the Jerichos, the Dean Malenkos. And then that's kind of vast, watching other forms of wrestling as well. But yeah, watching Chris Sabin get the victory here over these junior heavyweights was pretty good. Ended up giving that match 3.5. One of those big matches where if you follow some of these in AEW and New Japan and Impact and stuff, they build their cards. A lot of times they'll have that high spot match at the beginning. GCW will do that occasionally as well. They'll have that high spot match, and then they'll bring it down. Then they'll kind of have a couple. They'll go up to a big match, come down. Go up to a big match, and come down to your main event. A lot of times New Japan maybe will do like a pyramid kind of thing where they'll go up, or kind of like uphill to your big matches. WWE does that a lot too. They'll literally go like that a lot, like a roller coaster. You want to build your crowd up, but you don't want to burn them out. So the next match we had a tag match. we had Eddie Edwards and Moose, which is kind of a weird team up there, going against TMDK, which is Shane Hasty and Zack Sabre Jr. That's Zack Sabre Jr.'s faction over there in New Japan, TMDK. This was actually a pretty good match. Zack Sabre Jr., one of the best mat technicians in the business. Moose is nothing but power. And you get Eddie Edwards, who can kind of do a little bit of everything. Eddie needs to be more in the world title hunt versus what he's been doing. But once again, we had Impact Wrestling get the victory here with Moose and Eddie Edwards. I ended up giving this match 3 1/4. Next up, we had the New Japan Strong Women's title on the line in a fatal 4-way match. We had champion Giulia defending the title versus 2 Impact Wrestling stars, Deonna Purrazzo, the Virtuosos, and then Gisele Shaw, the, what is her nickname? I can't think of her nickname right now. Anyway, and then Congo, which I've never heard of her. Oh, she is one damn fine wrestler. Good God, she's good. All 4 of these women are good. This was a nice back and forth 4-way kind of clustery a little bit, but good. Ended up giving it 3 1/2, and Giulia retaining her New Japan Strong Women's title. Next up, in a South Philly street fight, we were in Philadelphia. We're at the 2300 Arena, known for the street fights, known for the hardcore from GCW and ECW. Sami Callihan versus DOUKI. These 2 rosters, the 2 right guys in a street fight, it was okay. I ended up giving it 3 1/4. Sami Callihan ended up getting the victory, but there was just basically chairs and a couple tables. That was really all. I mean, maybe some trash cans if I remember correctly. But it just wasn't a lot of, I guess I'm spoiled from GCW and death matches and stuff, but street fights was like, it was okay. Nothing spectacular. Sami Callihan, the Death Machine, getting the victory there. And next up, we had a junior heavyweight tag match. We had Catch-22, Francesco Akira and TJP, part of United Empire, going up against 2 members of TMDK, Koji Fujita and Robbie Eagles. They're kind of the light heavyweight version of TMDK. I think the world of all these junior heavyweights. They're all uber talented. TJP is, I think he's like 30 of that. Been around the world twice and won titles everywhere. Robbie Eagles, one of the best pro wrestlers out of Australia. Catch-22 got the victory. I ended up giving this match 3 1/2 as well. Next up, we had like a 14,000 man tag match. It was actually a 12-man tag match. We had Bullet Club versus the World. We had Bullet Club members Ace Austin, Alex Coughlin, Chris Bay, Clark Connors, David Finlay, and Kanta going up against the Gorillas of Destiny's El Fantasmo, Tangaloa. Yes, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangaloa and Tamatanga are out of the Bullet Club, if you all didn't know. They were exercised by the new leader, David Finlay. They teamed up with Josh Alexander, PCO, and the DKC, going up against Bullet Club and their leader, David Finlay. Bullet Club ended up getting the victory here. Ended up giving it 3-star. It was an okay match. We actually had next up a great junior heavyweight tag match, which several of those, but this one you had the best of Impact versus basically one of the best junior heavyweights in the world. So we had Leo Rush and Trey Miguel teaming up versus Hiromu Takahashi. That Hiromu Takahashi, he's won Best of Super Juniors like 3 times. He's won the junior heavyweight title like 10,000 times at Wrestle Kingdom. Teaming up with Speedball Mike Bailey, one of the best strikers in the business. This match was exactly what each guy did their big spots. Leo Rush and Trey Miguel ended up getting the victory there. He ended up giving it 3 1/2. And then the main event, we had teacher versus student. We had Impact World Heavyweight title on the line. We had champion Alex Shelley going up against Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi in 2023 has wrestled for the Impact World title, the AEW World title, and the New Japan World title. And I think he wrestles for some other ones as well. Let's go ahead and pull up what 46-year-old Hiroshi Tanahashi has done in 2023. So let's see here. He's wrestled in House of Glory, which I need to go watch that. Oh, good, he beat Matt Cardona. New Japan Strong, obviously. He had 6 points in the G1 Block 10. Let's see, he wrestled Forbidden Door versus MJF. He's teamed with Okada quite a few times. Let's see here. He was part of the 6-man tag titles with Okada and Ishii. He's been Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor versus Daniel Garcia. He was in the first Multiverse of matches back in WrestleMania weekend, beat Mike Bailey. He wrestled with Okada for the IWGP tag titles. Let's see, what else has he done here recently? That's pretty much it. Yeah, he's kind of wrestled here, there, and just a few companies there. He's wrestling in Noah. Yeah, I mean, 46 years old and still one of the best wrestlers in the world. This match, I ended up giving it 3 1/4. 3 3/4. My bad. I ended up giving it 3 3/4 because it was super good. Tanahashi's so good. He's just so. That's what I'm looking for in the ring. Not flashy, just kind of steady, kind of just does his thing, and it looks good all the time. Alex Shelley, one of the best in the business. Not only is he the Impact World Heavyweight Champion, I do believe he is still the Pro Wrestling Revolver Champion. And let's take a look here, see what other titles Mr. Shelley still has. He was Pro Wrestling Revolver Champion, and he's not a young man either. He's 40 now. I've been watching wrestling too long if he's 40. Let's see here. He was Prestige Champion. It's not showing on here. Yeah, he's currently the Pro Wrestling Revolver Remix Champion. He's Prestige Champion, 2-time Prestige Champion, and current Prestige Champion. So yeah, he's still got both of those belts that he holds. Prestige Wrestling is available on IWTV, Independent Wrestling TV. It's a really good company out of the West Coast. But that is Impact, New Japan, Multiverse, United 2, The Way the Bell's Tolled. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Stay tuned for GCW Homecoming Day 2 review. As always, have a great day. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.